What up, people? It's your boy, Master Trudy out here with another video. So, hope you all are doing well this morning. It's occurred to me now that we can pretty much say now that The Little Mermaid is a flop. It is indeed a flop. It will definitely not make it, it will not break even, it will not make its money back. And, hopefully this is a sign of Disney to stop doing its live action remakes. That being said, though, it's clear that at this moment they will not stop. And I'm here to tell you that they're about to make another mistake. The same mistake, in fact, that they made with The Little Mermaid that contributed to its fall and its unfortunate failure. So here we are, as you can see, last couple weeks ago, Little Mermaid opened on May 26th, okay, in theaters, bam. However, as I mentioned in a previous video, it was sandwiched between Fast X, which of course the Little Mermaid ended up not beating in its first week internationally. Fast X beat it out on its second week internationally. And then, as we can see now, the week after, Spider Man Across the Spider Verse came out and it's doing bank, amazing bank. In fact, as we can see here now, Little Mermaid. 414,570,352 dollars. It's not looking good, but in the meantime, if we go to Across the Spider-Verse, where just more numbers came out, it's definitely made now 12 million more than its predecessor on a slightly more expensive budget. I mean, the first Spider-Verse movie, I believe, cost 90 mil. This one is 100 mil. So it's already made its money back and is profitable. And from what we can see and gather, Spider-Verse is most likely going to beat out The Little Mermaid internationally and most likely domestically. And it'll cross about 400 million. So it's not too far from The Little Mermaid despite entering week two of its, week three, sorry, of its release, pretty much. So we can see that it's doing well. But as you can see that it definitely ate into The Little Mermaid's second week after the fact. It was very successful, made more in its 3 days than Little Mermaid made on the Memorial Day weekend, which is quite something, and definitely more than its 3 day. And it had a pretty good hold, beating out Little Mermaid with a stronger hold anyway. But what's the next major live action film to come through? Well, if you don't know, apparently in March of where are we? Yes, Snow White, and here we have the same problem. And we're just going to go into the first week before and week after. Godzilla, Kong, the New Empire is coming out. People will be hyped to see that, and this will be an international sensation, of course. It'll dominate. Then you have Snow White. Who's really going to see the live action Snow White when you have Godzilla out there? I don't think Snow White will beat out Kong in Godzilla versus Kong in its week two. That's the thing. Then you have Spider-Man Across Beyond the Spider-Verse again, just like The Little Mermaid had to face Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse this year. It's not looking good. Not at all. And if we go back to the fact, that's not even counting the other competition that we mentioned, because as we can see in this year, The Little Mermaid had to go against Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. And if we go all the way back to now, if we go all the way back to now, the competition for this month is still pretty fierce because what do we got? We got Elemental and The Flash. And I guess if you count the Blackening, but I don't. This is not going to do well. You got Elemental and The Flash coming out. Another Disney movie, by the way. Is doing all that. In addition, you have Asteroid No Hard Feelings. So you've got a DC film and, of course, a Pixar movie. And, even though these two are not tracking well, Disney has shot itself in the foot by doing another kind of self-inflicted wound by having two of its own properties duke it out. One, the first one being very expensive in The Little Mermaid. So that'll be something, that'll be something. But at the same time, you also have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny and Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. which is another animated film. So Little Mermaid is probably going to lose out on theaters as the next 2 weeks go by because the competition will be something fierce. Couple that with next year. I'm not even counting. There you go. Elio, another Pixar movie coming out in the same time frame as Snow White. You have A Quiet Place, very, very popular franchise. You've got Kung Fu Panda 4, and I'm telling you right now, Kung Fu Panda 4 is going to do gangbusters. People are excited, people are hyped, people want to see Poe back again, kicking ass. It's been over a decade at this point since the third Kung Fu Panda came out. People are excited to see Kung Fu Panda 4. It will definitely do well. I've already said what I needed to say about Godzilla vs. Kong, again, the new Empire. We've got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Apparently, you have a new Lord of the Rings movie that's going to depend on certain things. We'll see how that goes out. And that's pretty much it in that time frame. If we go to February, if well, the wise, you've got what else? You got Madam Web in February. I don't know how that's going to do given the Morbius track record, but we'll see. But it only goes to show you that Disney has not learned. It has definitely made the same mistake, and Snow White is probably going to be doomed to the same fate as the Little Mermaid. I have no doubt that Disney spent a good amount of money. They are definitely going to change its marketing strategy given the Little Mermaid, but I think that the damage that has happened to Little Mermaid it'll definitely inflict to the Snow White remake, simply because Disney decided to bet on a very failed concept of remaking your classics and assuming that people are going to come out in droves and give you that money. In the meantime, you've not only put another month in a month's time frame where you're pitting two of your properties together. You've got popular franchises in the month of March of 2024 in The Quiet Place, Kung Fu Panda 4, and Beyond the Spider-Verse. And people are definitely going to, this will definitely be the number one movie of the weekend, and it's definitely going to kick this out. So I don't know what to tell you, Disney. You messed up again. Again. You've scheduled your films to destruction, and not only that, you have cannibalized them by releasing them in the same time frame, a 2 week time frame. And luckily, hey, Kung Fu Panda 4 comes out on my birthday week, so I'm happy. But thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications to make sure you're notified. Tell me what y'all think. Do you think that you're seeing the trend of Disney doing this again to its live action remakes, defeating it again, defeating the purpose? Because that's what it's looking like. Comment down below and tell me what y'all think. And I will talk to you soon. Peace.